Good evening and welcome to our Academic Night of Excellence. Tonight we're going to honor and celebrate several honor students, our North Central Conference, all conference academic students, and our National Honor Society induction. Tonight certainly wouldn't be possible without a tremendous number of amazing students in the room tonight. We appreciate your work, your efforts, and your commitment to your education. Also, a huge thank you to the parents in attendance, not only for being here tonight, but for all of your support and efforts that you provide at home. With that, we will begin. Please enjoy our Academic Night of Excellence.
We're going to start this evening by honoring the seniors with their academic honors. In order to qualify for this, seniors have to have a 3.5 cumulative GPA. Will you please hold your applause until the end of all of the seniors being announced? Madison Adams. Brian Bover. Caitlin Burns. Kayla Busher. Isaiah Cromer. Malin Davis. Addison Dickerson. Lydia Dose. Waverly Espy. Evie Gunther. Ryan Haynes. Ben Helmers. Josie Jennings. Andy Jensen. Amber Johansson. Brennan Kieski. Lauren Clem. Olivia Lampy. Jack Limbaugh. Katie Ludwig. Alex Mansky. Flynn McCann. Lauren McLaughlin. Maximo Mendoza Partida. Lillian Miller. Francesca Mong Morales. Ashton Moreno. Ava Murphy. Lillian Nave. Tennille Phelps. Luke Pepe. Brianna Rickless. Riley Rigger. Jorge Rodriguez Apao. Kara Rodert. Haley Ruley. Paige Schmidt. Drew Schucher. Sam Schucher. Hannah Severson. Carson Scow. Emma Smith. Ace Studer. Chance Studer. Haley Talbot. Olivia Tilgis. Landon Thompson. Casey Van Otterloo. Winter Van Rees. Ellie Vaskey. Lainey Van Tiger. Emerson Waltz. Ryan Weir. Isaac Wilson. Riley Wolf. Please join me in congratulating these seniors on this accomplishment. The juniors also have to have a 3.5 cumulative GPA in order to qualify for tonight's honors. Again, please hold your applause until the end. Brianna Abendroth. Brooklyn Adams. Jocelyn Beaver. Tyler Bradley. Jillian Burns. Tate Carter. Jorge Contreras. Braxton Dahlhauser. Nicholas Depew. Owen Ducey. Abigail Dressler. Randy Deere. Jackson Eishen. Aiden Engel. Hannah Fillingham. Morgan Fraker. Quentin Frombach. Tate Garman. Elijah Garrett. Gavin Goshi, Raya Hag, Ailey Herky, Avery Hersom, Hillary Holmes, Jordan Jansen, Blake Kayeski, Caitlin Kemna, Macy Knapp, Joseph Merrill, Alexis Metzen, Alyssa Miller, Axel Mortensen, Foster Myrie, Max Nevitt, Skylar Oswald, Niall Owen, William Purcell, Natalie Reemsma, Colin Roberts, Sophia Snyder, Maida Steberg, Wes Stripe, Reese Taylor, Summer Thompson, Allison Trunkill, Jennifer Vargas Rubio, Colton Waite, Gavin Weber, Charity Wilt, Audrina Yokomishin, and Thomas Zabka. Please join me in congratulating these juniors for this achievement. Next up is the sophomores. In order to be recognized for a sophomore, you have to have a 3.7 cumulative GPA. Cassidy Bierstead, Ellie Brinkley, Jesse Brown, Mara Davis, Malia Divis, Charlie Dodds. Bella Jo Dunning. Ellie Eden. Dawson Elsbecker. Alyssa Engel. Thomas Espy. Gabriella Fleet. Alejandro Gonzalez Gutierrez. Mason Green. Catherine Hart. Reagan Haynes. Jason Hernandez Fando. Cassandra Johansson. Wyatt Kelly. Elizabeth Kinsman. David Kissinger. Micah Kitzinger. Ada Kortenber. Grant Kramer. Caden Keeker. Hayden Coleman. Abigail Lampy. Maya Lenz. Will Limbaugh. Macy Mallory. Nathan Mansky. Maya McDermott. Hayden McLaughlin. Owen Moe. Seth Moreno. Jackson Olmsted. Owen Orban. Hannah Perez. Connor Reagan. Jada Roberts. Brendan Sampson. Riley Scheckinger. Emma Spear. Laura Storr. Cohen Tilgis. Mason Ulrich. Ava Upenix. Taylor Van Otterloo. Gabby Van Tiger. Chelsea Vincent Gomez. And LOL. Please join me in congratulating these sophomores for this achievement. following freshmen also have a cumulative GPA of 3.7 or higher. Addison Adcock, Logan Alt, Avery Anderson, Corbin Aw, Cade Brindley, Aaron Contreras Pozo, Grandin Dahlhauser, Jackson Eisenlore, McKenna Elsbecker, Nayeli Figueroa, Natalie Firstenow, Sophia Firstenow, Tegan Garman, Gage Scatton, Chloe Hanselman, Caden Harms, Lydia Hersom, oh, sorry. Sierra Harris, Hector Escuardo Pinheiro, Leah Jaffert, Alexander Yonke, Reagan Jensen, Samantha Johnson, Carly Kaler, Alexis Kay, Paul Kissinger, Nicholas Lucas, Grace Luchins, Quinlan Matthias, Gage Mites, Landon Menning, Levi Meshke, Amelia Owen, Lauren Penner, Megan Perez, Ellie Peterson, Aiden Peterson. Abby Reemsma. Ryan Ruley. Graydon Ruger. Tayton Rummel. Owen Schneider. Michael Schumacher. Olivia Schneider. Lainey Stuke. Brody Sudol. Lillian Thompson. Kinsey Throne. Lady Laura Vasquez Reyes. Kaylee Vincent Gomez. Kaya Villarreal. Cassius Whitley. Keaton Wingerson. Please join me in congratulating these freshmen. Next up, we'd like to recognize the NCC All-Conference Academic. This award is for seniors. In order to achieve this award, they have to have a 26 or higher for an ACT score and a 3.5 cumulative GPA or higher. There are 5 students to receive this award. The first is Waverly Espy. Hannah Severson. Emerson Waltz. Ryan Weir. And Isaac Wilson. Next, we'd like to start the National Honor Society portion of the evening. The Algona High School chapter of the National Honor Society, including Principal Jared Cieslo and co-advisors Lisa Nile and myself, Minnie Spear, welcome you, students, parents, guest speaker, faculty, and friends to our annual induction ceremony. We're gathered here to formally recognize the students who have been selected by the faculty of our school for successfully completing their candidacy and are being inducted as new members of our National Honor Society chapter. For current members and those former members who may be among our guests tonight, we hope this will serve to remind you of the standards of excellence you too are charged with maintaining as members of the nation's oldest, largest, and most prestigious student recognition program. We'd like to introduce the current members of National Honor Society at Algona High School. Please stand as your name is read. Madison Adams, Caitlin Burns, Kayla Busher, Lydia Dose, Waverly Espy, Evie Gunther, Josie Jennings, Andy Jensen, Olivia Lampy, Jack Limbaugh, Katie Ludwig, Flynn McCann, Lauren McLaughlin, Lillian Miller, Ashton Moreno, Riley Riggert, Kara Rodert, Haley Ruley, Hannah Severson, Ace Suter, Chance Suter, Haley Talbot, Casey Van Otterloo, Ellie Vasky, Lainey Van Tiger, Emerson Waltz, Ryan Weir, and Isaac Wilson. Please come forward and be seated.
The National Honor Society's motto is Noblesse Oblige. In broader terms, this means that those in high rank have the obligation to behave honorably, generously, and responsibly towards others. Our emblem features the keystone and flaming torch.
The letters on the keystone represent character, scholarship, leadership, and service. They indicate and direct our purpose to serve our school, community, and all humankind while fostering these basic values and high ideals.
Our chapter is proud to have been inducting new members since 1959, and today's ceremony indicates the continuing emphasis on excellence that we represent for our school and community. Throughout the year, members of our chapter serve as role models for other students.
In addition to strong academic records that establish the eligibility for membership, our chapter members are leaders in many student organizations and serve our school and community through many activities. We are proud of these accomplishments and welcome new members who bring new energy in support of our continuing work with NHS members.
Tonight we welcome 14 of our classmates into the Algona chapter of the National Honor Society. In accordance with our constitutional requirements, students are eligible based on their cumulative grade point average of 3.5 or higher, as well as community volunteer service hours. They also have to demonstrate meeting the pillars of character and leadership.
The students prove that they meet all 4 pillars of National Honor Society through a biography with supplements from letters of recommendation. A 5-member faculty council panel reviews the candidates and their applications for selection.
It is at this time that we proclaim to all in attendance that membership in the Algona High School's chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by these candidates through the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities that serve as standards for this society.
Brooklyn Adams, Jocelyn Beaver, Jillian Burns, Tate Carter, Abigail Dressler, Elijah Garrett, Ailey Herkey.
Jordan Jansen, Macy Knapp, Natalie Riensma, Reese Taylor, Summer Thompson, Allison Trunkhill, and Gavin Weber. You may come forward. You may now be seated.
Dr. Rachel Van Tiger is a 1999 North Iowa High School graduate and a distinguished member of their chapter of the National Honor Society. While in high school, Rachel kept very busy with many extracurricular activities. She was a 4-year athlete in volleyball, basketball, track, and softball. Rachel rounded out her high school experience by being involved in different activities, including 4 years in musicals, choir, speech, and quiz bowl. While in high school, Rachel's drive to succeed was rooted, starting with her strong academics, branching to her activities and spreading to her volunteerism in kindergarten classrooms and hospitals, where she was hoping to find a focus for her future plans.
Her hard working and morals continued throughout her college experience. Rachel attended the University of Northern Iowa, where she graduated with a degree in biology and a minor in chemistry, waitressing and tutoring throughout her time there. Next, she attended medical school at Des Moines University, where she graduated in 2006, followed by her residency in Mason City for family medicine that concluded in 2009.
Since 2009, Dr. Van Tiger has been working as a family physician at Kossuth Regional Health Center. She's also the medical director of both the Kossuth County Board of Public Health and the Hospice of the Heartland.
Rachel enjoys singing on the praise team of her church and being active in children's ministries. She and her husband Brett have 4 children, Lainey, Gabby, Caleb, and Jenna. They keep very busy with all their events and activities. Please join me in welcoming tonight's honorary speaker for Algona Chapter of National Honor Society Induction Ceremony, Dr. Rachel Van Tiger.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for having me. My family gave me 2 rules for giving this speech tonight. Don't talk too long and don't embarrass them. I'll try my best. As our students said, my name is Rachel Van Tiger, and I am a family physician at Kossuth Regional Health Center. I work in the clinic, emergency room, inpatient unit, and obstetrical unit. The variety of practice opportunities is what drew me to rural family medicine. There is never a dull day. After completing undergrad, med school, and residency, I started my career in family medicine here at Kossuth Regional in August 2009. That means that this year's Algona High School freshman class were the first babies that I delivered after completing training. Being present as some of you took your first breath has been one of the greatest privileges of my life. That miracle never gets old. Your nurse and I listened to your heart and lungs. We counted your fingers and toes. We told your parents just how cute you were. Most of the time, we didn't have to stretch the truth on that one. On the other end of the spectrum, I also work with our local hospice team. I have sat with some of your own loved ones as they took their last breath. Just like childbirth, this is an honor that I hold dear to my heart. A first breath and a last breath. What do you do in between? Well, quite simply put, that is your life. Those of you who are freshmen may be trying to decide how you fill the next 3 years of your life, what classes you will take, what extracurricular activities you want to participate in. For the class of 2025, you all are trying to figure out what life as an adult looks like. Does that mean college or a job? I stand in front of you tonight not pretending to be an expert on life. In fact, many of us parents in this auditorium are still trying to figure out what we want life to look like. But I do think that the 4 pillars of National Honor Society are great guidance for making life choices. The first pillar I want to talk about is scholarship. This seems like the easiest place to start because you all are here tonight due to academic excellence. Here's my challenge for you. While you are still a student, take the courses that challenge you. Take the courses that interest you. I took a ballet class in college because it was on my bucket list. 20 plus years later, I remember more about that class than some of my science courses. When you are an adult, scholarship will look different. Try a new hobby. Take that new class at the YMCA. Check out the library. Keep up with continuing education required by many professions. Never stop learning. Looking out across the auditorium, I see individuals who have been tremendous leaders in our outstanding Algona High School choir and band, in our FFA and FCCLA chapters, on our Bulldog athletic teams, student government, and other organizations. There is no doubt that these opportunities have helped develop life skills in the second National Honor Society pillar, leadership. Like most jobs, healthcare involves a whole team of people. Sometimes I'm called to be the leader, but I'm always called to be a team player. Good leaders are good communicators. They respect others. They are positive and encouraging. Even if your future job title does not include team lead or manager, do these things. People will notice. Service is the third pillar of National Honor Society.
Volunteerism is a requirement for induction into NHS. I hope you all continue to serve your community, not because you have to or because it looks good on an application. I hope you continue to find some way to volunteer your time and talents. Maybe you volunteer at church by teaching Sunday school, or become involved in a community organization like the Rotary Club or Kiwanis. Continue to volunteer in your local school, wherever that is. You will find that these opportunities give you way more than you contribute. Finally, we come to character. I chose to conclude with this pillar because I, personally, think it is the most important. If I was to write my own definition of character, it would be this. Character is doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. What do you want to be known for? How do you want your classmates to remember you? What is your mission in life, big or small? Choose integrity in your schoolwork and your job. Be honest with others. Stand up for what is right. Go the extra mile. These are not just cliches. These are the trademarks of people of incredible character. Congratulations to all of you on your achievements. I look forward to seeing what life has in store for each one of you. Scholarship, leadership, service, and character. What great qualities for all of us to strive to exemplify in our lives, whatever stage we may be in.
The four characteristics of membership to NHS Induction are high character, outstanding academic scholarship, quality leadership, and service to school and community. Students Olivia Lampy, Ryan Weir, Jack Limbaugh, and Laney Van Tiger will speak in regards to these pillars.
The Google definition of character is the mental and moral qualities distinctive to an individual. It's how we behave even when the door closes and the lights turn off and nobody's around. Now you may be thinking, why does it matter how we act if nobody's watching? After all, who will know if we make a bad choice, right? But it's actually these moments like this when character matters the most. Character is built throughout our daily choices we make. Being inducted into National Honor Society requires adequate academics, service, and leadership qualities that are built around character. Your reputation at Algona High School will follow you forever, and you get to decide what that legacy will be. Throughout all of our actions, both big and small, we decide how we will be remembered in years to come. Character cannot be built overnight. People may misjudge us or get the wrong impression, but it is important to know who we are and stay true to our core. We are human, so making mistakes is inevitable, but how we continue to push forward and respond to those mistakes is what truly holds value. Having good character doesn't mean you are perfect. It means accepting those flaws and trying your best. Being a good person may come naturally when things are going well, but the true testament occurs when things don't necessarily go our way and how we respond to it. It is then that character matters most. Next, Ryan Weir will address the academic scholarship.
Scholarship in a nutshell is about wanting to pursue your understanding of everyday things, wanting to know more about everything that we do on a daily basis, and for many of us here in front of you, we take this quality very seriously. This all started for us anywhere from 12 to 15 years ago when we first got introduced to school. The years following up now act as a journey for us, the journey that we hope ends in our favor. We look at scholarship as a vital part in our young but promising lives. We work hard in our classes to ensure that we are giving our best effort for the result that we want, even if that means staying up late to make sure we get everything done, or if we kind of just put in the extra time during other classes to get it done as well. Personally, I have taken scholarship in academics very seriously. I worked really hard for these past 4 years to ensure that my best future awaits me. I have spent countless hours outside of the classroom to try and perfect my work. This could be because I am a bit of a perfectionist, but I think it's because of the rewards that could be possible for me. This could be in the form of financial assistance for college, which I'm sure many of the seniors up here have been looking into, or just wanting to have the good grades and the GPA stamp that goes with your high school career. However, scholarship doesn't just mean in the classroom. I find scholarship in everyday activities because running into new things is inevitable for everyone. You're going to find yourself in new situations, whether they be good or bad, and have to find a way to get through it. Any event that you are unfamiliar with acts as a way for you to learn something valuable. This is why people never really outgrow learning. Scholarship is a necessary idea that helps all of us unlock our best potential. Always remember what Nelson Mandela once said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Next, Jack Limbaugh will speak about having quality leadership.
Leadership can be found in many places throughout school and the world. Leadership drives people to stand out from the crowd and takes people to new levels. Leadership in the classroom can look very different. In taking responsibility and initiative in the classroom, a real leader strives to train and aid others to reach common goals of success. But their influence shouldn't just apply to the classroom. In every activity they are involved in every single situation, leaders should exemplify the same qualities that are essential to going above and beyond in leadership. Leadership can involve sacrifice. The heavy price of leadership that not everyone is willing to take is sacrifice, which is the willingness to yield one's personal interests for the interests of others. When leading a group, you not only have to be responsible for your own individual actions, but also for the actions of others around you. Lastly, leadership can also come with adversity. Leaders are relentlessly optimistic. Great leaders face tough times just like everybody else, but they reframe those challenges into opportunities to learn and grow. This optimism is what sets them apart. When everything seems to be falling apart, they still believe in the possibility of a better outcome and find ways to inspire others. Lastly, Lainey Van Tiger will address service to the school and community.
The definition of service is the action of helping or doing work for someone. We do this every day without even thinking about it. However, service is more than just helping someone out once in a while. I believe that is giving up something of yourself without expecting anything in return. I'm assuming all of you have heard the phrase that time is more valuable than money. We can always gain money, but we can't gain time. Choosing how we spend our time can determine our success, happiness, and future. Stephen R. Covey once quoted, "The key is not spending time, but is investing it." So rather than finding ways to spend your time, do more things to invest in your future. One of the most important ways to invest in our futures is to give back to the people and places that have given so much to us. If you think about the list of people in our school and community who have gotten us to where we are today, it would be pages and pages long. Think about the custodians who keep our school clean every day, the teachers who put in the extra time to enhance our education, emergency services that keep us safe every day, the people who support all the activities going on, and every person who is considered to be behind the scenes. Volunteering as a high school student is a way to connect with people of all ages. Volunteering is one way to give back to the people who have given so much to us. If we give up a Saturday morning to help out at a youth sporting event, or a night in the concession stand, or an afternoon at the nursing home, it likely will help build the other three pillars as well: leadership, character, and academic scholarship.
At this time, will the new inductees please rise? Raise your right hand and repeat the pledge.
I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands.
And will maintain and encourage the high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. You may take your seats.
At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Jared Cecil, Principal of Algona High School, as he recognizes our newly elected members with a pin and certificate. As your name is called, please come forward to receive your pin and certificate and sign the official chapter register.
Brooklyn Adams.
Jocelyn Beaver.
Jillian Burns.
Tate Carter.
Abigail Dressler.
Elijah Garrett.
Ailey Herkey.
Jordan Jansen.
Macy Knapp.
Natalie Reemsma.
Reese Taylor.
Summer Thompson.
Allison Trunkhill.
And Gavin Weber.
On behalf of the Algona Community Schools and the many thousands of honor students throughout the U.S., I welcome you to the National Honor Society. Congratulations to you and your parents and friends who have helped you attain this honor.
Thank you to all the speakers and advisors for helping make this induction ceremony a success. Thank you all for attending our National Honor Society induction ceremony. This concludes this evening's activities.
All students must remain in the Performing Arts Center for pictures of both the academic honorees and the National Honor Society members. Thank you.
Thank you.